the Queen of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. All right, it's right here, girl. So the Queen of Cups. This queen drinks deeply from the cup of life. Her emotions and sexuality are intense. She relies on intuition before intellect. Reverse, girl. Be wary of a self-indulgent or wayward morality. All right, we gotta like let that sink in. We gotta let that sink in, girls. Queen of Cups. This queen drinks deeply from the cup of life. Her emotions and sexuality are intense. She relies on intuition before intellect. Reverse, be wary of a self-indulgent or wayward morality. All right. That's a lot of tea to take, I think. I don't know. I'm getting the vibe of like it's the birth. You know what I mean? Like with Robert Kardashian, it was like the past was the birth. It was the birth of the Kardashians, right? It was the birth of Courtney, Kim, Chloe, and Robert, right? It's 4 kids. And I feel like what was a part of it was like him and Chris giving birth to life, you know. They drink deeply. I feel like in that sense, it was consumed with so much love. I'm getting that vibe of like when Chris and Robert were together, their energy was so much love when they created their kids. That's what I'm getting at from this. Just like this insane burst of energy, of consumption of so much love. You know what I mean? It's like the kids and the family, you know, Robert and Chris. There was just so much love when they were together, like when they were created. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's giving me that sense of like vibe. Um, it's just like, you know, it's just giving that sense of like when they were together with Robert and Chris, it's like this sense of bountiful of insane love for each other, and when they gave birth to their children, there was this insane joy, and it's that's what I'm just getting at. I see life, you know. I see pink and blue, I guess, with Robert Jr. Um, but yeah, like the emotions and sexuality are intense. So I'm just getting this vibe of like Chris and Robert, just like so much intense emotions. You know, there's just this giving of each other and trusting of each other and loving each other. And that's all I'm just like enveloping with them. It's just so much intensity, you know, like sexuality, obviously, probably like jackrabbits, you know, just like it's so intense. I don't know if that's, I can say this. If you guys are watching, I apologize. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to imagine your parents like just intense. Apologies. But you know, what it says too is like she relies on intuition before intellect. You know, it's kind of like giving the sense of just like they were so swirled in they're so enveloped with this intensity and love. They couldn't think completely. They were just so pushed into it that they rode with it, you know, and it's just like, let's just do it, baby. And baby one, baby two, baby three, baby four. You know what I mean? It's just like bam, bam, bam. And it was probably one of the most beautiful years of their lives, because, you know, their lives are still happening, and it's probably the best years of Robert Kardashian's life. I don't know, but it's just giving me just this intense vibe of life. You know what I mean? It's just in this intense energy of happiness. And I'm getting that, you know. And in the reverse, be wary of a self indulgent or wayward morality. You know, I feel like, in a way, I get the sense of like maybe Robert was, you know, I get the sense of like him teaching his kids, him like giving knowledge to his kids on life and to show cause, to help, to to be there for people. And I just get that. And I'm just getting this this vision of, I don't know if it's a vision, but this image maybe like just in my head that of Robert talking to his kids, telling them that to live life with not self-indulgent, but to help and to reach out. You know, do your thing, but never forget of people. Never forget of help. When you have so much, be out there and reach out and help people. And I'm getting this vibe that their dad is kind of has taught them that idea that's been implanted in their psyche, that, you know, the dad was like telling Robert was telling, you know, the kids, just like, do your thing, do your work, but always don't forget, help when you can. And I feel like that's kind of something that they've been doing. You know what I mean? They like with Kim's prison reform and wanting to be an attorney to protect people and to protect her family. Um, I think the girls, and I don't know if Rob did it, but like they went through around California and like around LA district about um, displaced, you know, kids or like women who are battered from violence, the homelessness. I feel like they try to reach back there. And I feel like that's coming from their dad. I feel like they're, and I watch the Kardashians, I just don't remember every episode, but I'm just getting this vibe of it. So like, you know what I mean? So I feel like that's coming from their dad in that way. And this is just the past of it, right? Of what Robert has done and the intensity of the love that he's given to his kids and his ex-wife with Chris. And it's just joy. I get this vibe of joy for here in the past. You know, it's very beautiful. It's all about family, and it's very accustomed to my culture as well, from the islands, you know, very island folk. And it's about community, it's about respect, and it's about family. So that's pretty big in me. So I can connect that into that. And I think a lot of viewers right now who's watching can connect to that in that sense. And I think that's one of the reasons why the Kardashians grew this much, you know, to people, that you can see your family with theirs, even like from the beginning, even though they're still like, you know, pretty wealthy, and to now to being super wealthy, you still found that connection of family. You know, you still found that connection to community, and that's just something that I feel like the Kardashians give off because of what their parents taught them, and I feel like they're giving that to their kids too. So that's really cool. That's really interesting to look at. I can connect. I connect, girl. That's really good. It's really beautiful.